Hey, what's up, you guys? WWE fan 0599 here again, and today we're going to review Inception. So, Inception stars Leonardo DiCaprio, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Ellen Page, Tom Hardy, Ken Watanabe, Cillian Murphy, and Marion Cotillard. And what this film is about, it's about when this thief is, he has this dream, this device that can make people control their own dreams, basically, control whatever they want to do in their dreams, and he wants to try plant an idea into the mind of this CEO. So that's basically all you need to know going into this movie. So before I give you my thoughts on the film Inception, I'm gonna let my good friend 22tigerdude first give his perspective on the film. So, 22tigerdude, take it away, my friend.
Hey everybody on WWE Fan 0599's channel. This is the guy with the tiger power, 22tigerdude, and I feel very honored to be here on WWE Fan 0599's channel to review Inception. Inception, in my opinion, just like with a lot of people, is a movie that honestly really blew me away. This is a very phenomenal film, a very captivating film, and personally, in my opinion, one of the best films my eyes have ever witnessed. Because first of all, just the concept of dream sequences and how us as humans control these dreams, it's something so mind-blowing, and with a brilliant concept like this movie takes advantage of that brilliant concept very well. This film is masterfully written by Christopher Nolan, because with a talent like him, he really handled this concept very well. Leonardo DiCaprio, Ellen Page, Tom Hardy, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Ken Watanabe, Cillian Murphy, they're all great in this film. Marion Cotillard and Michael Caine, who's only in this film for a couple of minutes, but he's really good because, he's just Michael Caine. Everyone, honestly, gives it their all in this film. Everyone brings in their A game. There's not a single performance I felt was poor. I thought everyone was just pure excellent. What they achieved for this film is really, really something special, really something very mind-blowing to really have you very immersed in this world. This is a very well-directed film by Christopher Nolan, which is no surprise. He is one of my favorite directors of all time. And this is a guy that just knows how to build atmosphere. When you actually see these dream sequences come to life in this film, it is by far some of the most mind-blowing stuff that you will ever experience in your life. The dream sequences were executed very well. It is so beautiful, and how they talk about the idea of controlling your dreams is something so fascinating. And Leonardo DiCaprio's character is something very fascinating. And without going into any details, where we follow his story had me engaged throughout the whole entire film. And Inception, while yes, a complex film, is a film to me, honestly, where I'm not too confused. Even on my first viewing, I got the pieces together already. I was able to follow where everything is going. I feel like, yes, even though it is a complex movie, it never feels overly complicated. The score by Hans Zimmer is absolutely beautiful. Any scene that plays Hans Zimmer's score just sounds so beautiful. It is truly a work of art. My favorite piece being the score named Time, which plays at the ending of Inception. And speaking of the ending is by far one of the best endings I've honestly ever seen put on film. Everything that these characters have gone through has paid off so well with the ending. And you could have your own opinion with the ending as well, taking the symbolism of what happened at the ending. You could have whatever opinion you want of it, but it's just how the movie wraps up everything after this grand and mind-blowing, literally a mind-blowing adventure that these characters have went through. It's just so satisfying, and it just has such a huge impact. It's just the storytelling that's so impressive, and how it all wraps up to the ending just makes this movie so satisfying. And just the beautiful and absolutely stunning cinematography really does elevate Inception. The film, honestly, throughout is just very engaging to me. It's written very well, it's directed very well, it's acted very well, and even on a filmmaking standpoint, it is some of the greatest filmmaking I've ever witnessed. The hallway fight scene in this film is definitely one of the best scenes ever. How Christopher Nolan filmed that entire hallway fight scene, and how that hallway fight scene will cut back to another scene was really cool. And that's the other thing that's great. The editing in this film, which I can imagine was a very difficult task on the editor's part, was really magnificent. Now, honestly, if I could just point out one flaw with Inception, there's always a small section, and I do mean a small section, where I do feel like the movie is just dragging a little bit. Even with that small section, it's not like I'm really taken out of the movie. It's just that I did feel like the movie was dragging just a little bit, and I do feel like, okay, you know, they could pick up the pace in a little bit. And that's honestly it. In my opinion, overall, Inception is one of the best movies of 2010. Definitely one of the best movies to come out in the summertime of 2010. It's just a magnificent movie with terrific storytelling, beautiful direction, stellar writing, absolutely stunning cinematography, and captivating performances from everybody. Inception is one of the most creative, it's one of the most original, and it's just one of the most inventive movies I've ever seen. And I am going to give Inception on the WWE Fan 0599 letter grade scale an A+, which obviously on my channel is 4 out of 4 stars. This movie is just amazing, and I'm happy to be reviewing this movie on WWE Fan 0599's channel. So thank you very much, WWE Fan, for bringing me here to review Inception. So you guys, this is 22tigerdude here, and don't forget that I will always have Tiger Power. And now, WWE Fan, it is back to you.
Thank you so much, 22tigerdude, for giving your review of Inception. So, now, what's my thoughts on the film? I love this movie. This movie was fantastic. It is an incredible film, and a breathtaking film at that as well. It's just such a well-detailed and so well-executed film. And I just love it so much. It's so mind-blowing and just so incredible, this movie. So, let's get into my positives. And my positives are, first, the acting with the film. The acting is actually great with this movie. I do love the acting with Inception. I think everyone does a great job in the film. You know, first, Leonardo DiCaprio, he's of course great. He does a really great job in Inception. He was honestly my favorite character in the film. And just the story that we follow with his character was very interesting. I think it gave more to his character. I actually really liked that. I thought Leonardo DiCaprio did a great job in this film. So yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio was great. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, he was great too. I thought he did a really great job in the film as well. Same goes with Ellen Page. She was great. Tom Hardy was great as well. I very much enjoyed his character. Honestly, besides Leonardo DiCaprio, was also my favorite character. He was also just really witty as well, which I did not expect from the movie. He was actually really enjoyable, so yeah. Cillian Murphy, he was great too. I thought he did a great job. Ken Watanabe was great as well. And Marion Cotillard, who's actually, you know, I wouldn't say she's in the film throughout the entirety of the film, but she does play sort of a major part in this movie, and I really enjoyed her in the film. I think she did a really good job as well. So yeah, the acting's great overall. The complexity of this movie and the, you know, the detail that they go into with kind of expanding your dreams and telling what's real and what's a dream and what's, you know what I mean? It's just great. I love that. It's so interesting how they do it in this movie, you know. And it never once feels like it's confusing you, or, you know, they explain everything perfectly, and that's why I love. That was the one. There's two things I was worried about going into this movie. I'll explain the second thing afterwards. First, I was worried that this movie might just be kind of jumbled a little bit, considering it's Christopher Nolan, but still, I thought it was going to be a little bit jumbled, and I wasn't going to get everything right away. Honestly, I got it right at the moment. It was really, it just pulls you in right in that moment, and it's honestly great. And like I said, the complexity of the movie and the way they explain it is so incredible. And just the way, like I said, they expand to show, like, what reality is or what dreams are really great in this movie. I really like that with the film. The action scenes, although this is not really an action movie per se, there are some action scenes in the film. Like, there are some great set pieces that I think were very well filmed, very well handled in my opinion. You know, I love that with the film. That had some great action, especially when Joseph Gordon-Levitt is fighting guards. That's just all I will say. Holy moly. But yeah, the action was great. I really loved the music with this movie. The music was absolutely beautiful, especially the score you hear at the end of the film, which is called Time. That's the name of the score. It's just beautiful, and it really fits throughout the entirety of the film. I really love the music with this movie. The music is absolutely fantastic with the film. I love the music with this movie. The ending. Of course I won't spoil it, but I'll just say this. The ending wraps up everything perfectly, and it definitely, you know, like I said, wraps up everything perfectly. It really does, and it's a satisfying ending, honestly. I really like that, and definitely had a great ending, and didn't leave me like, you know, like, oh, I didn't like that, or it didn't wrap up anything perfect. It wraps up everything perfectly, and that's what I love about the ending. The writing's great. I thought the writing was absolutely tremendous with the movie. I thought it had some excellent writing with the film. The directing is absolutely great as well. Of course, this is directed by Christopher Nolan, who, of course, did the Dark Knight trilogy, Interstellar, so many more movies. He does an absolutely fantastic job directing this movie. Some absolutely mind-blowing directing with the movie. He just did an absolutely great job with the directing with this film. And, you know, Christopher Nolan just proves once again why he's one of the best directors, honestly, of all time. He honestly does, and he just does an absolutely incredible job directing the film. The visuals look really great as well. I thought the movie just looked absolutely breathtaking, honestly, and they did a really great job with the visual effects in this movie. The pacing was actually great. That was another thing I was worried about going into this movie, was I going to be invested the entirety of this film? And let me tell you something, I was invested. My eyes could not leave the screen. I'm serious, because I was just so invested into this film, invested into these characters, and invested into this very driven storyline, this very heavily detailed story. And it's just great. I love the pacing with this movie. There was never a time where I was bored in this movie. It had just great pacing, honestly. It flowed at a very natural pace. I love that with the movie. So, overall, guys, Inception is a mind-blowing movie. It is an incredible film. It is, honestly, one of the best movies I think maybe I have ever witnessed. These eyes have ever witnessed. It was just such a mind-blowing and just breathtaking movie, and just very detailed as well. And I love that about this movie. So it's time for my official grade on Inception, and my official grade on Inception, no undoubtedly, is an A+. It's an absolutely fantastic movie. If you've never seen Inception before, please see this movie. Don't be like me and wait 6 years to see it. Yeah, this was my first viewing of the film. Don't kill me. But anyways, Inception is an incredible movie. If you've never seen it before, please just see it. Just see it. It's an incredible movie. So, real quick before I end the video, of course, I want to thank my good friend 22tigerdude for collabing with me on this review for Inception. Thank you so much, buddy. It was great collabing with you, and hope we do more in the future. So, what did you guys think of Inception? Leave in the comment section below. And I'm WWE Fan 0599, and we'll see you out later. Peace.